Hey guys, Daniel here. So what we're doing today is we want to show you guys a little bit of the core training that we actually do. So a lot of people, we tend to find they add some core work into their program and they kind of miss the cue of what they're actually trying to achieve. So what I like to demonstrate to people is that our core isn't a switch, so to speak, that you hear like switch your core on, switch your core off. So what I try and get people to think about is it's more like, say, like a dimmer switch. So your core is something that never actually truly switches off. So when we brace doing like a heavy squat or deadlift, yeah, we might turn that dimmer switch onto 100%. When most of the time our athletic movements or our movements in general, we need to have that dimmer switch controlled down to say like 10 to 12%, something quite low. So what we're doing here with Jono, he's going to be our guinea pig. We're actually using a feedback mat underneath and we're going through some very slow dead bug progressions, making him very gently brace his deeper transverse abdominis and pelvic floor to hold that gentle switch, so that very low dimmer switch control while he moves his limbs around. So this is how we basically get guys to think about their core training a little bit different and go through the motion. So we're going to demonstrate one here. So Jono's going to come up, arms up. So all we're going to do is get him to basically hold that brace position on a certain metric. So we're going to use 40 here. So bring that squeeze up a little bit. Beautiful. All right, so holding it on 40, he's just going to very slowly lower one leg down with control as far as he can get that extension and not let that needle move off 40. So he has to hold that gentle brace of his core down into the mat while still having motor control over his limbs. So we're just going to go through a couple of reps, nice and slow, lowering the leg down, try not to let the needle move off 40. That's it. So he's got to regulate his breathing. He's got to regulate that gentle squeeze control. So you can see the needle's fluctuating a little bit because he's struggling to hold that gentle squeeze down. So boy, and come back up. Beautiful, and down. Very good. So what he has to learn to do is control those deeper core muscles that a lot of people seem to neglect while still having control of his limbs around. We find this has a lot more transfer over to your real world scenario of when you need a strong core.